supporting fair elections. Instant runoff voting guarantees a majority supported winner, not just a plurality. 42%, I think. 42%, I think. 42%, I think. One of you all had won. That's not a majority. You didn't get a majority. I think one of you all had won. That's not a majority. You didn't get a majority. It gives more people more power. People power is a good thing. Instant runoff voting is a fair election system for everybody, including independents, much to the dismay of the corrupt party establishment, who seems content on rigging elections by gerrymandering the districts and not supporting fair elections. Instant runoff voting guarantees a majority supported.
Now, many states also use instant runoff voting for the troops. Anybody care about the troops around here? So the troops. Okay, so for the basic French runoff election
system, you're actually going to have a fair system. Electoral right now, I voted for Jill Stein. How many people here think that I'm responsible for Donald Trump? If you had a fair election, I could vote for Jill Stein, then I could vote for who am I going to vote for next? Well, you'd have to talk to me like a person in order to actually get my number 2 vote. So that means you'd have to talk to me cordially. Now, Nick Gratzar, his French election runoff is 1 runoff election. Instant runoff election is 10 runoff elections immediately, right here, right now. So the question is, do we want to know who the mayor of Pueblo City is going to be on election day or plurality? 42%, I think. One of you all had won.
And next up is Jonathan Masters. IRV.
we need a fair electoral system. That's what instant runoff voting will do. So I'll just end it off with this. The Charter Convention requirement makes the whole mayor ballot initiative thing illegal. I filed a permanent injunction against it, got thrown out of court, so this is a pending litigation. But you can't change the government unless you have a charter convention. You also got to do that. You got to do that. Now, I read the charter, but I would be willing to not pursue that, to rewrite the entire complaint again, because it's criminal, it's illegal. If you give me instant runoff voting, then I know that the mayor will be chosen by a fair system that actually supports independence and supports the truth and supports democracy.
Let's see, Berkeley used it in 2004, 2010, 2014, 2018 to elect a mayor, city council, and city auditor. In the Czech Republic, they're using it also voting. Let's just start off by talking about every place that has ranked choice voting. We got St. Paul, we have Minneapolis, we have Santa Fe, we got Pierce County, Washington, we have Cambridge, Massachusetts. They've used instant runoff voting since 1941. San Francisco, Berkeley. There's 2 cities in Colorado, Telluride, Basalt, which have been using it. You have the biggest democracy in the world, India. India, they use it to pick their president. The biggest democracy in the world, India. India, they use it to pick their president. Biggest democracy in the world, India. India, they use it to pick their president and their legislative councils. Australia uses it to pick their representatives in their House of Representatives. You have Tasmania, the same island as the Tasmanian devil. The president of Ireland is selected with instant runoff voting. The Parliament of Papua New Guinea uses instant runoff voting. There's jurisdictions in Canada, Hong Kong, United Kingdom. The election, they send them an instant runoff voting ballot. They do it for Louisiana. Arkansas started in 2005, South Carolina, Mississippi, Alabama, and Springfield, Illinois. So, it's around, and it's been used frequently. I think I've established that. Now, Nick Gratzar, his French election runoff is French runoff election. Here's 7 reasons. It offers more choices for the people.
Thank you, council members and staff, and thanks to those of you who have responded to my entreaties about ranked choice voting. I'm Raymond Crow, a Pueblo resident. I don't represent a group. I'm sure you agree that choosing a strong mayor is a vital matter. Experience shows that a mayor with great authority can benefit a city or hurt it. We know that elections can lead to odd results.
Give gives more people more power. People power is a good thing. It gives more people more power. People power is a good thing. Instant runoff voting is a fair election system for everybody, including independents, much to the dismay of the corrupt party establishment, who seems content on rigging elections by gerrymandering the districts and not supporting fair elections. Instant runoff voting guarantees a majority winner supported, need a fair electoral system. That's what it.
So I wanted to sing ranked choice voting. Let's just start off by talking about every place that has ranked choice voting. We got St. Paul, we have Minneapolis, we have Santa Fe, we got Pierce County, Washington, we have Cambridge, Massachusetts. They've used instant runoff voting since 1941. San Francisco, Berkeley. We have, Berkeley used it in 2004, 2010, 2014, 2018 to elect mayor, city council, and city auditor. In the Czech Republic, they're using it also. They're using it for the Green Party in the Czech Republic. They're using it for the Hugo Awards for science fiction. More than 50 counties, more than 50 colleges use instant runoff voting for their student elections. Oakland uses it. The Academy Awards uses it to decide their year's best picture. Maine is going to use it this year. They're the first state in the U.S. And it's a fair system. You're actually going to have a fair system. Right now, I voted for Jill Stein. How many people here think that I'm responsible for Donald Trump? If you had a fair election, I could vote for Jill Stein, and I could vote for who am I going to vote for next? Well, you'd have to talk to me like a person in order to actually get my number 2 vote. So that means you'd have to talk to me cordially. There's 2 cities in Colorado, tell you right, Basalt, which have been using it. You have the biggest democracy in the world, India. India, they use it to pick their president and their legislative councils. Australia uses it to pick their representatives in their House of Representatives. You have Tasmania, the same island as the Tasmanian devil. The president of Ireland is selected with instant runoff voting. The Parliament of Papua New Guinea uses instant runoff voting. There's jurisdictions in Canada, Hong Kong, United Kingdom. The mayors in the New Zealand cities of Dunedin, Wellington use instant runoff voting. Telluride and Basalt, 2 Colorado cities are already using it. Now, many states also use instant runoff voting for the troops. Anybody care about the troops around here? So the troops. Okay, so for the basic French runoff elections, Aspen has a runoff election. Now, how do they get their overseas voters to vote for the runoff election? They send them an instant runoff voting ballot. They do it for Louisiana. Arkansas started in 2005, South Carolina, Mississippi, Alabama, and Springfield, Illinois. So, it's the rank, and it's been used, and it's been used frequently. I think that was that. Now, Nick Gradisar, his French election runoff is 1 runoff election. Instant runoff election is 10 runoff elections immediately, right here, right now. So the question is, do we want to know who the mayor of Pueblo City is going to be on election day, or are we going to want to know who the mayor of Pueblo is going to be 2, 3, 4, 5 months later? 10 runoff elections in one day. You all just want 1 election a couple months later? Let's get 10 instant runoff elections in 1 day. Why is instant runoff better than the French runoff election? Here's 7 reasons. It offers more choices for the people. It gives more people more power. People power is a good thing. Instant runoff voting is a fair election system for everybody, including independents, much to the dismay of the corrupt party establishment, who seems content on rigging elections by gerrymandering the districts and not supporting fair elections. Instant runoff voting guarantees a majority supported winner, not just a plurality. 42%, I think. One of you all had won. That's not a majority. You didn't get a majority either. Let's get majority candidates on our council. Let's actually have a democracy that functions. We need a fair electoral system. That's what instant runoff voting will do. So I'll just end it off with this. The charter convention requirement makes the whole mayor ballot initiative thing illegal. I filed a permanent injunction against it, got thrown out of court, so this is a pending litigation. But you can't change the government unless you have a charter convention. You also got to do that. You've got to do that. Now, I read the charter, but I would be willing to not pursue that, to rewrite the entire complaint again, because it's criminal, it's illegal. If you give me instant runoff voting, give me instant runoff voting, then I know that the mayor will be chosen by a fair system that actually supports independence and supports the truth and supports democracy. So, thank you all very much.
To public forum. And so I'd like to welcome up Mr. Ted Freeman, who's going to speak on Petco tonight.
Financing from, Petco gets financing from 4 different sources. They get funds financing from the county, from their membership dues, and one from a federal grant. And for some reason or another, and I still, to this day, I'll never understand how the city council can justify giving Petco $250,000 because you don't know what they do. In the letter, some of the situations where there's conflicts of interest and the